Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're brand new here, welcome. This is gonna be an exciting video to be your first video. If you're returning, welcome back. My name is Crystal and I am a full-time reseller on all of the platforms. I feel like eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, The RealReal, ThreadUp, and all that means is that I sell people's trash on the internet, and that is how I pay my bills. And today's video is just gonna be kind of a statistical look at how October was for me. So I've been collecting stats and working on my books and all of this prep for this video, and I am super excited to share it with you guys, and you're not going to want to miss it. So if you like content like this, I do all sorts of reselling content, haul videos, what sold videos, stat videos, surfed with me videos, unboxings, the list goes on. If you like all of that stuff and you are looking to learn some stuff, consider hitting the subscribe button. Make sure your bell notification is turned on so that you get updated every time I upload a video, and also hit the like button on your way out if you like this video. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the word stats I feel like means like a little bit different things to different people, but I pulled out some interesting like categories that I want to talk about with you guys, and it was super enlightening for me as a reseller to learn some of this stuff that I'm going to share with you. So it was very helpful. It was very time consuming to pull all of the information for this video as well. So I don't know if I'm going to do it every month, but it was very helpful for me. If you don't know, if you're brand new here, I am a full-time reseller. October was my first full month of being full-time. So up until now, I've had statistics on how my business was performing from a part-time status. And October was the first full month of full-time status. So I was really able to see kind of trends in what's selling, what I'm listing, and average sale price, all of that stuff. So we're gonna get into some of the interesting stuff. I wrote a lot of stuff down, so please excuse me if you see me looking down or if you hear like crumpling of the paper or whatever. So, okay. I put out a poll on Instagram to see if you guys wanted the average sale price, like the actual number amount that I sold, like the dollar amount, or if you thought it would be more helpful to know the amount of items I listed versus the amount of items that I sold this week. So that would be considered, in my opinion, a sell-through rate. And sell-through rate, I feel like, has a little bit of there's a little bit of controversy over how you figure that out. But for me, for this video, let's just say it's gonna be how many items I listed last month versus how many items I sold last month. And we're gonna start there because the poll was really 50-50, so I kind of worked it so that I could give you a little of both. So, all right. So I made a goal because I really had no idea what full-time was going to look like for me, if I was going to be able to get the inventory, how long it was going to take me to list things and picture them, measurements, all of that. So my goal was to do 10 listings a day, every day, Monday through Friday, for the entire month. And I don't think I reached that goal every single day, but I did really close. So there may have been like 2 or 3 days where I listed like 8. But I was consistently listing every day, so that is very important because consistency, in my opinion, is key on all of these platforms. That's what they're looking for. So let's say I did 10 a day, which it will be a little bit less than that, but not much. That would be about 50 items a week, 5 days a week, 10 items, or 200 items for the month. And I sold 96 items this month. So that's almost 50% for a sell-through rate. And I think that that's really great, actually. I don't think that most sell-through rates are that high. Not even just in reselling, I think in business in general. Like, I just don't think that they're that high. Now, I could be mistaken. And also, there's a lot of things that factor into that. And do I think that that's my sell-through rate all the time? No, I don't think so. But still 50% is pretty good for a sell-through rate. So theoretically, if I wanted to sell double what I sold this week monetarily, I would double the amount of listings, and it should double the amount of money that I have made. Does that make sense? Okay, so that was the first thing. The second thing I wanted to talk to you about is the difference in my ASP. So I'm not going to tell you what my average sale price was, just because this is my entire income at this time. And so I don't feel comfortable sharing it on the internet. And there may come a time where that changes, or I have more than just this income coming in. And then in that case, I would share all that information with you. But for right now, that's the choice that I've made for my business. So, however, I am going to tell you that last month, September, my average sale price was $5.69 lower than it was this month. So my average sale price went up over $5 for this month, which is incredible. And I do think that the average sale price did go up. However, I want to be completely transparent and say that I had one really big sale this month that I think really upped the average sale price for everything. So that, you know, we take that into consideration. Okay, and so then on that note, I'm going to talk about my highest sale of the month, which also happens to be the highest sale that I've had on any platform thus far. It was this cookie jar, and if I can find the picture, I'll put it up. I've talked about it in another video. I picked it up at an antique store with some of my friends. We were out of town. I paid $20 for it, and it sold within, I think, 3 months, and it sold for $149.99. That's crazy. So that is nowhere near what I normally sell things for. That was definitely a rare sale. That was the highest sale of the month. And it's not even something that I, you know, specialize in. I do clothes most of the time, so that would be considered a hard good in my opinion. And it was just like, I don't know, a fluke, I guess. Like, I saw it and I was like, ooh, somebody will buy that. And I didn't know it was as collectible as it is, so whatever. But so that obviously did play into my average sale price this month. Okay. So I averaged out percentage-wise what percentage each platform was of my income, and I only did this for eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. I've not been sending stuff to the RealReal recently. I am going to start again now that the pandemic is kind of settled as far as like their processing times. So I will be gearing that back up probably the end of this month. We're in November now. And ThreadUp is a whole thing. So I didn't do ThreadUp either. I just did eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. So 54% of my income this month came from eBay. So that's over half. So that tells me if I only have time to list on one platform, eBay is the platform that I should be listing on, because that's where the majority of the money is coming from, which I found interesting, because my choice, if you were to say you can only list on one platform, what do you want to list on? I would say Poshmark, because it's easier. But that's not where the money is coming from. Now, Poshmark obviously was second. 33% of my income came from Poshmark, but that's over 20% less than eBay. So I found that very interesting for myself. I did not know that. Throughout the month, it didn't feel like eBay was performing much better than Poshmark, but it was. And then Mercari actually was 13% of my income this month, which is actually, I feel like, kind of high. I felt like Mercari was going to be right there at the 10%, because I don't do a ton of sales on Mercari, but I did actually do a decent amount last month. So I'm not surprised that Mercari is last, but I was surprised that eBay was first. So, okay, next we're going to talk about, we've already talked about that. Okay, next we're going to talk about my top selling brands for the month. This I found very interesting, and I think that it's going to be helpful for me when I'm out sourcing to know what I'm looking for, what's selling for me. So I had 4 brands that were all tied for the top brand that sold. this month for me. And those brands were Torrid, which I'm not surprised I pick up Torrid regularly. And this also could be because it's what I'm picking up. It's what's in my closet. So obviously it's what's selling. But the average sale price for the Torrid pieces this month was $30.54. So that's on average what I'm getting per piece for Torrid, which is great. So obviously I'm going to continue to pick up Torrid. Torrid actually sells very well in Mercari. I just sold a piece today, and we're in the middle of November, on Mercari. So I wasn't surprised to see that on the list at all. Next, I actually was surprised to see this on the list. Victoria's Secret. Majority of these were bras, I feel like. Bras and swimwear. But I also do lingerie from Victoria's Secret as well. And I pick up sweaters and stuff that say like Victoria's Secret or Pink or whatever on them. I don't think I sold any of those this month though. So I think that this is mostly just bras, swimsuits, lingerie. And the average sale price for Victoria's Secret is much lower than it was for Torrid. It's $18.35 is about average what I'm getting for Victoria's Secret, which I still think is good because in my mind Victoria's Secret's like a $10 item, but it's not. I mean, I never list it for that price. I don't know why I think that, but we're getting about $18 for Victoria's Secret, which is fantastic. So next, I was surprised by this. I was actually very surprised by this because I pass in the thrift store a lot on this brand, and maybe I shouldn't. The next one was Nike, believe it or not. And I feel like there's like some Nike that does so good and then there's some Nike that just doesn't. And I don't know the difference. So I don't know. But I got a lot of donations over the past couple of months. And some of the pieces that were donated to me were Nike shoes and Nike clothing and stuff like that. And so it ended up in the top brands this month, which I was surprised by. Not only was I surprised by it, but it was the top brand. Like money-wise, it was the highest selling brand. So the average sale price for the Nike pieces that sold in my closet this month was $40.33. That's crazy to me. $40 is average for a Nike piece in my closet. What? Now, I do think that that is a little skewed because I did sell those Nike Sky High like dunk wedges, which I knew was good. I paid up for them though, but those sold for $60. So I think that that upped the price a little bit. I think it would probably be sitting more towards $35 for those, but even still, that's higher than Torrid. So that's crazy to me. Okay, and then the last brand we're going to talk about is Lululemon. I'm not surprised by that at all. Anytime I get Lululemon in, it's always out the door immediately. I think I sold a lot of Lululemon. I don't think I have any in my closet anymore that's for sale. So everything that I've gotten, it's gone. Like Lululemon, I cannot keep it in my closet, no matter what the size is. A little bit about like style, like if it's leggings versus skirts versus shorts. They sell slower or faster depending on what they are. Like the leggings usually go pretty fast. Skirts go immediately. And shorts, I think I tend to sit on a little bit longer. But even still, they're like so quick. And the average sale price for the Lululemon that I sold this month was $35.25. Which I'm not surprised by that at all. I know that people sell Lululemon for a lot of money, like $80. I've not found a piece that was worth that. But I usually list it about $45 to $50 depending on what it is, and usually take offers on that. So I'm not surprised that that's around where it was selling at. So I'm going to take that list, those 4 brands, and that's going to be what I'm looking for. And obviously, like, I'm not going to find that all the time, but that's the stuff that's performing well in my closet, and it's actually selling for a decent amount of money as well. So I was thinking like maybe my top brands would be Old Navy or Massimo, or like something that's like mall brands that sells for a much lower average sale price. But that was not the case. And I did sell those brands. Like I pick them up if I find them at the bins all the time, and they sell consistently and they sell quick, but they don't sell for a lot. But I was wrong. So, okay, my lowest sale of the month. I don't even know why I picked this up. It was a vintage LL Bean beaded belt, but it was flawed. It looked like someone took a bite out of it. It was, and I don't know how I missed it when I was shopping, but anyway, it sold on an auction for 99 cents. And I did sell a lot of 99-cent auctions this month, but this one was the lowest, including shipping. So that's, yeah, I don't know. Okay. And then the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is my top performing categories. So my top performing category is shoes. And I'm not surprised by that because I love shoes. I am surprised with the amount of shoes that I sold this month though. I sold, out of 96 items sold, 20 pairs of shoes sold. So like 20% of all the sales, roughly, were shoes. That's insane. That's a lot of shoes. And I'm finding it harder to get shoes, so I think I'm going to need to make a conscious effort to go out and source only shoes. I've not been going to the regular Goodwills as frequently, and I think I need to start even if it's just for shoes because I'm not getting them as consistently at the bins, and they're always kind of beat up when I do get them. So I think I need to start figuring out other ways to source those because obviously that's what people want, and the return on investment on shoes is always pretty good. So this was a good reminder that I love selling them. They sell well. I need to start putting in more effort to get them. And then the second top category was leggings this month. So I sold 10 pairs of leggings this month. That's 10 pairs is a lot, I feel like. Maybe not. I mean, it outperformed tops and sweaters and jackets and pants and jeans and every accessories. Like, it outperformed a lot of things, which I was actually surprised by. So, and I do think that a couple of those were Lululemon pieces. So Lululemon in the top brands, leggings in the top categories, Nike in the top brands, shoes in the top categories. So they do go hand in hand. But yeah, I thought that was very interesting. So kind of to sum up, that's really all I could grab from my spreadsheets. And if there's something that you're curious about, next time I do this video, I'll try and answer that. So just leave a comment if there's some other statistic that you want, and I'll pull that out for you. But that's kind of the information that I was getting from the spreadsheet that I was looking at. And whew, I am happy that this video is done because it has been taking a lot of mental space as well. But I will say overall, for our first full month of reselling, it was really good. It was really good. I didn't know what to expect, honestly. Like, I just didn't. And October was my best month, which I'm not surprised because I've obviously put much more work in this month than I've put in any other month. But I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. November is not shaping up to do that well. Like, some serious sales are going to have to kick in for November to outperform October. So, but Black Friday is this month, so there is a chance that November will come back in swinging, but I'm not hopeful for that. I'm going to just continue to be consistent in my listing, in my work. I'm going to continue to source, and I'm going to take some of this information from this video and try to source smarter and make sure that I'm getting things that people are buying. And if you have been selling for any length of time, I think that it would be helpful if you just sat down and look at your own books and pull out some statistics, like what are your top brands that are selling for you, and are they at a sales point that you're happy with, or do you want to increase your average sale price? Maybe you should start sourcing brands that bring in more money, or categories that bring in more money. And so I think, like, just sitting down with your own books and figuring out what's working for your business and what needs to change, I think will be super helpful. So anyway, I think for December, because we're halfway through November, but for December, I think my goal would just be to up the amount of listings that I'm doing. So right now I'm still doing 10, and it's kind of a sweet spot, but I think that there are definitely like room there's room for improvement for sure in the processes that I do. There's room to be way more efficient than I am. I just haven't figured that out yet. Like I haven't figured out what a super efficient listing process is. So I'm going to continue to work on that, because the more you list, the more you sell. And obviously I want to continue to grow and use the time now that I have as a full-time reseller to really just hone in on everything that's happening and grow my business month over month. So anyway, that's all I have for you guys. I hope that this was helpful for you. It was super helpful for me. So I don't know. Let me know if you like this video, if you want to see it again in probably not November. Maybe we'll do it in December. But yeah, let me know what you thought. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up on your way out. And thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time. Bye.